Yo, what's up guys, it's BKV2, British Kid V2 right here. And you ever wake up just motivated? Like, you wake up feeling like you're gonna be the next porn star, you're gonna fuck a lot of bitches, get a lot of money, and just look like a 5-star general. Anyways, what we have here is an online match with WWE 13 where I used the showstopper and this guy used the best there ever was, the best there ever will be, blah blah blah. I switched him, used them, and I won. But we're here so we can basically talk about this new info that just leaked at 7 in the morning about WWE 2K14. It's basically about the Undertaker streak mode. So I'm going to read the little article to you first, and then I'm just going to do what BKV2 thinks about this shit. So it says, this year players will be able to step into the ring as the Undertaker or against him to either defend or break the streak. Defending the streak puts players into the ring in a slobber knocker match. As the dead man, you'll take on an endless stream of opponents. There's no health reset in between. Now, I don't think this has a health bar. I think they mean, like, you know, when your head goes red or when your body goes red and you hold on to your fucking stomach or whatever, like that doesn't reset. You just keep going, and eventually you're going to lose. The streak mode will track your stats, including finishes and reversals, and upload them to a leaderboard. Alternatively, players can choose to defeat the streak, any superstar, real or created. So that means British boy is gonna beat the fucking Undertaker this year and can step into the ring against an ultra powerful Undertaker. Notice how they didn't say Undertaker on legend difficulty, but ultra powerful Undertaker. Not only is the difficulty turned way up, but you'll have to face a bag of tricks unlike any other playable match in WWE game history. During the match, we saw the lights randomly went out and Undertaker disappeared. He suddenly reappeared behind us, getting himself out of a potentially match-ending situation. Creative director Corey Ledesma told us that even members of the WWE 2K14 team have a hard time beating Undertaker in this mode. They're just saying that to promote the fucking game. Don't worry about that. Regardless of whether you come out victorious or rest in peace, your performance can be uploaded to the leaderboards. Of course, your friends will know if you take on a dead man as Kane or a diva, so the degree of difficulty will certainly play into it. Now, first of all, before I get into what I think about this whole thing, I would say this. Did you guys notice what I read at the end? Your friends will know if you take on the dead man as Kane or a diva. Now, this could be one of two things. The guy who's writing the article could just be fiddling with our balls and like, oh yeah, you know, get us excited and think we're gonna play as a diva. But I think what kind of confirms that we'll be able to play as a diva and possibly have intergender matches is that he also put so degree of difficulty will certainly play into it. And you see this screenshot right here. Basically says defeat the streak, defend the streak, statistics, and WrestleMania victims, and it shows the score. So with the degree with the degree of difficulty thing, I think that the score can, you know, you get more points if you use a diva. So I really think that this may confirm you being able to use a diva just for the Undertaker mode, or it could also confirm that it's intergender matches in the game. You know, personally, for me, I never really seen the reason why people want intergender matches. It hardly happens in wrestling, and when it did happen, it would be like the bitch would slap the guy, or the guy would be dazed and she'll do a little finisher. It would never be like, oh yes, I'm gonna pick you up and throw you around the ring and have a squash match. Like, you never seen Kelly have a squash match against John Cena or any jobber on the fucking WWE. So I don't really, like, I can live without it. It's not a game breaker for me. And honestly, I think that this mode, it sounds like a good mode. I like the twist that they're putting in where they say, you know, the lights randomly go out and Undertaker disappears, and you know how the difficulty is spiked up. Now we got to deal with the lights going out, and it's also, he also has more of a bag of tricks, so I like that. But what I really think this is, if you want it in a nutshell, is basically slobber knocker with Undertaker skin over it. And you know, this special edition has to deal with the Phenom, the Undertaker. You know, if you get the special edition, it's all about the Undertaker. I think that this would have been a great pre-order bonus I'm glad they're giving it to everyone, but if it wasn't for the scoring system, this would have been a beastly pre-order bonus, and I would have got the Phenom edition. Because to tell you the truth, this is honestly one of the worst editions to come out since King Kong, where you got a fucking ringtone. What, I get like a little Undertaker trading card, a DVD that you can buy for cheap on WWE Shop, and you know, American Badass Undertaker, which will be available to everyone within weeks to come. So with that said, I like this mode. I think it's cool as hell. You know, anyone who's new to wrestling can see the WrestleMania victims and, you know, defeat the streak, defend the streak. I have a video on that when it comes out. You know, British kid. It was that it? No, British boy. I'm gonna be British man now with WWE 2K14 because I'm growing up. My balls are dropping, everything. I'm better lose my virginity. So you know, I'm gonna be British man, and we're gonna defeat the streak together. With that said, BKV2 British Kid V2 out, and yeah, are you guys getting the Phenom edition? And what do you think about the move?
HBK with a huge win. When you're standing next to me.